a long-term study, you don't want to search the same topic over and over again, or you don't want to see if there's any updates every single day. Alerts allows you to be automatically notified when there's a change. In this example, I wanted to know about TikTok. There were a lot of court cases related to it. I didn't want to search TikTok every day. So I created an alert so that it will automatically notify me when there's a new TikTok case or article related to it. And I'm going to show you in a little bit how to access it or create it. Great. Now, looking at the product, you're going to notice that there's these different buttons. This is the different categories of information we could look at. And you're going to also know that there's more than one way to eat a Reese's with our company. It's just a little phrase that I like to use. But there's more than one way to search. And I'm going to show you the best way and easiest way to search, especially for new users. Before we get to a search, the first thing I want to point out is sources. Now you could click the sources button or click the sources tile right over here. We are probably one of the biggest databases you have available or maybe out there in the market. We have over 15,000 different providers. Now, to search what kind of sources we have, you could go letter by letter. I don't recommend it. It's probably going to take you forever. But you could type in a specific source if you're looking for it. One of our premium sources that people love is New York Times. As I type it in, it's going to try to predict what we have. There it is. Search. And there we go. Here are our New York Times products. And over on the right, there's this little 3-dot icon. I call it a snowman. When you click on it, you can get more info. So you'll know exactly when the coverage started, when the coverage ended. Hopefully not, but sometimes publishers leave. And a description of the actual source itself. So you have a general idea if this is a source that you want to use or save for future use. And the cool thing about us is if I went to the web and I searched New York Times, got an article, you probably have a limit of 5 articles per month. If we have the publisher, which in this case we do, New York Times, unlimited. There's no paywalls, so you don't have to pay for a service, and you can look at all the articles as many times as you want. And there's no viruses, but that should be a given when using a database. Now, we searched a source specifically by the name of it, but sometimes you want to have a general topic or general category of sources as opposed to knowing the name of a source. So under here, there's a little section called narrow by. It could be collapsed initially, could initially look like that, but when you extend it, you can look at certain categories. So for instance, if I were looking for administrative codes and regulations, this number indicates how many sources we have in that category, 205. Awesome. Let's say you wanted something by location. You could click on that for a specific state and keep narrowing it down to find the sources that you're looking for. So for example, administrative codes, great. Then it keeps breaking it down to smaller groups. So registers, and then so on. You could do it state by state if you wanted to. So when you have some time, play around, see the different sources, find your favorites, and that way it makes it very easy access to use them in the future and know which articles or sources that you trust. Going back to the main page. Okay, so now that we have an idea of the layout, let's conduct a search. Now, I'm going to conduct a search first through natural language. There are 2 general ways to search in the market. There's natural language, where it's basically asking a question or putting words together as a statement. Now, unlike AI, which is a totally different topic, it doesn't answer the question, but it conducts a search based on what you're looking for, and then you decide what kind of articles or information is important to you. So for this example, I already pre-selected a question. Put it right over here. How are data centers in Mexico affecting the environment and climate change? It's a hot topic right now. Lots of people are worried about data centers, money, environment. So I thought this would be a relevant category. With the initial search, I recommend doing all available dates. As far as content type goes, you'll notice these 5 different content categories. they're the same as the ones up here, except we're going to use post-search results, which I'm going to show you in a second, as opposed to pre-search results when you click these categories. Well, great. We have the natural language question, all available dates, content type, search. Okay, so this is your result page. I love this result page because you never have to click the back button to go back and restart your search or change through different parameters. You can do your entire research right here. So right over here on the top left-hand corner, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. You'll notice before we had the options of news, cases, legal. They're all over here. So if you wanted to search news articles, again, this number indicates how many there are. There's over 10,000. That's a lot. If you wanted to search companies related to the search, you click the companies and financial tab. Biographies, obviously, if you're searching people, this is a category to go to. Cases, more related to the legal search of things. But for today's presentation, I'm going to focus on news. That is going to be most popular for a lot of people. Great. Now, along our products, you're going to see a common theme. This folder icon, print, email, download, text version. So you have a lot of options to do things with your articles themselves. Now, because your school is located in Mexico and a lot of people may choose to use a different language for their research, we allow that. Right over here, there's a select language option. So you can translate all these articles into whatever language you prefer. Obviously, if you want to do English, great. But if you prefer a different language, you could select it. And just as an example, why not? I'll do Afar. I don't even know the language, but that's not the point. Okay, so I could change it back to English. Great. Now, when you're looking at the results here, there's a couple of ways to narrow it down. Over here on the left-hand side, we have a common theme or phrase that we use called post-search filters. We have over 10,000 news articles, but I want to narrow it down to be a little more focused on what I'm looking for. Some of these popular titles or sections, for instance, is timeline. Now, I don't want articles from 1789. I think that's a little too old for the topic I'm looking for. You could drag it. You could type in the specific dates. I'm going to do probably since 2020. Why not? Click OK. As you start adding more filters, they're going to show up over here, narrow by. If you went too far to 0 results, you could exit out, and then it goes back to the last thing that you've done, or the last results. Now, you will notice that there are a lot of different filter categories. If you do take the news training course that I put in the chat, you'll be able to go over each individual category or talk to your librarian. They should be able to show you some of the other filters that are available. But I highly recommend when you have some time, play with it. There's no limit, so might as well enjoy it, use the news, and do any type of research that is important to you. Now, let's say we narrowed it down using multiple filters to a group of information that is important to you. Let's say you have like only 100 articles, just as an example. Here are the things that you could do with the article. First, let's say you don't have time to read an article or you don't have time to review your results. You want to save it for later. You could check mark it, hit that folder icon, and there's my climate change folder. You hit the climate change. Now it's permanently going to be in that folder for you to click on, review, and work with as you see fit. Now, let's say you do have the time and you don't want to save it to a folder quite yet. You want to see what you could do with the article. The first thing you could do is hit the preview button. Now, this is all going to be a little bit slower because I am broadcasting, but over here is a preview of the article itself. And along the top, you're going to notice there's a section for summary. We are using generative AI with the publisher's approval to do summaries of articles. Some publishers approve, which is great. In this case, this publisher has, so there's a description. But some publishers do not approve, and we follow their wishes. So we're doing everything the legitimate way. Now, in this case, this article is 5,000 words. Perhaps you don't want to read 5,000 words, or maybe you just want to see if it's the right article for you. The summary gives you a great idea of what's going on, but also a lot of the keywords that you used in your search will be highlighted for you. So you have the ability to see, hey, is this an article that I want? Of course, anything hyperlinked you could click on and do a deeper study. Okay, so I looked at the preview. You know what? This is an article I want to do a deeper dive with. Click on the title. So here's the exact article itself. Now, along the right, we do put the source information, maybe some companies that are mentioned. That could be a great jumping off point if you're doing a research study or things that are related to the article. Now, with the article itself, again, you have the theme of save it to a folder, print, email, download, or with the article, you can go to certain sections. Let's say you only want to go to a body or classification. Especially with legal, we have a lot more different sections because there's a lot of information related to that. So this is very good to go to different areas. Terms. These are the terms that we highlighted in the article itself based on your research. So if you did want to go to anywhere where it says Mexico, you select it, hit the up arrow, down arrow, and it's going to try to find that word that's related to your search. If there is an additional word you want to put in and search the article, great, type it in. Now, with this article, just like before, you have the ability to translate it to whatever language you want. You could share the article with anybody. So let's say you're a professor and you want to point a student in the right direction. Or again, if you're working in a group and you want to share the article, there's this little link symbol over here. It's highlighted. When you click on it, it creates what we call a permalink. You could copy paste this link, give it to anybody who has access to Nexis Uni through your school, and then they have a direct link to the article itself. So a lot of cool little tricks and things to do in order to share information and work with other people. All right, so let's say this is an article you used, you love the information, you want to move forward, you take the data, great. Now, with a lot of papers that I've written in the past, we had to create a citation or bibliography. In the past, I would never do it because it was only worth 5%. It wasn't worth the time for me. But now we created a little button over here called Export Citation. When you click on it, we give the citation in 4 formats: APA, Blue Book, which is a little bit more geared towards legal searching, Chicago, and MLA. So we try to make it super easy to select the format that you want, copy it to a clipboard, paste it in your paper. So there really shouldn't be too big of a reason why you're losing points on your bibliography. But of course, just like anything you do with research, verify it, make sure it's accurate, do your due diligence. Great. So that's what you could do with the article itself. And of course, like I mentioned, anything hyperlinked, you could click on, and it's going to take you along the route to a different article. Now, going back to the result list, let's see here. I mentioned before that sometimes you may not want to search the same topic over and over again. So we want to create an alert. Creating an alert is super easy. It's this little bell symbol over here. So when you hit the bell symbol, I recommend first narrowing down your search as far deep as possible, getting to the granular of what you need. Hit that alert button. And you have full control over the things that you want to put in that alert. Here's the title, which I think is a great title for it, so that you know exactly what you searched. For description, whatever you want. I'm just hitting some letters. Search terms that you used. It tells you all the details related to it. And you have 4 different tabs of information that I do recommend going through just to make sure you get all the details that you're looking for. You want to say how long you want the notifications to last. If you hit online only, you could always access it in that top corner where we originally were at, where it said alerts. But you could also select get an email to notify you, hey, there's a new article or new information on this search topic. And of course, share. You can share alerts with anyone who has a user ID. So again, if you're working in a group project, You don't want people finding the same articles, or you want people to be aware of the things that you're doing, put their user ID or email in, and they'll get notified as well. And if you ever need to manage it, you hit that alerts button on the top right, where you could stop it, start it, delete it, whatever you see fit. Now, another feature that we recently updated is this little analytics right over here. And as a recap, this tab right here, this first one, is just title view. So if you are looking through dozens and hundreds of articles, this is just the title. The view we were just looking at is a little bit more full view, where it does give highlighted context. But the analytics view is a graphical representation of the search that you're doing. We'll take a second to load here. Great. So some people are visual learners. I'm one of them. I like to see a good graph or to see the data as opposed to having to read article after article. It's a matter of preference. But based on the things that you narrow down in your search, we have charts that are interactive. You could click on it so it goes to a certain date. Obviously, if you change the timeline, the graph will change. Go back to the view over here. So there you go, the graph has changed. And we even have like different categories that are great for jumping off. Like let's say which publisher is very popular for the topic that I'm searching. You can click and see all the articles that are related to that publisher. These are word clouds that I think are very useful as well. Like let's say you're searching one company and you're wondering, hey, why is Meta mentioned in this topic? You could click on Meta. Another really cool thing about this is if you again click that 3-dot snowman icon, you could download it as an Excel document. .csv is typically Excel. Or if you want to just, wow, professor, you could make this as a snapshot image, copy, paste, and show that you've done further research with other companies related to the topic. And you can do that with people as well. In this case, it looks like Donald Trump is a very popular name related to this search. So I recommend when you have some time, do a topic that you like, research it, check out all the charts and graphs. And of course, if you ever do have feedback, we take it very seriously. We built this because people requested it. There is a button under the main settings where you could leave feedback and just say, hey, I want this feature, or hey, this would be a great feature for our research. I can't promise it that it'll happen tomorrow, but on a quarterly basis or bi-quarterly basis, we do try to update the system as much as possible. Great. So we just conducted a search based on what we call natural language. Now, the old school way of searching is called Boolean language, which is the use of terms and connectors to conduct a search. It has been done for dozens and dozens of years. It is still the best way to search, especially for legal. For those who've never heard of Boolean language or the terms and connectors, if you recap again, the topic that we searched was how are data centers in Mexico affecting the environment and climate change? The Boolean version of searching for this is the use of words, terms, and phrases to do a more direct search of what you're looking for so that you're focused on the key things that you need. Now, just to show you the result of doing a search like this. It focuses on all the words or phrases that you wanted based on certain parameters that you created. So as a person who's never used a database before, I'm sure there's a lot of you like that. You're like, how do I advance from a person who does natural language to Boolean, which I highly recommend that if you are going to be a researcher, you learn to do. We created a button called Advanced Search that will help you understand how words and terms are created to create this query and be more focused in your research. Now, that Advanced Search button is right over here. It's right under the search bar. Now, on the right, here are the connectors that are most commonly used. So we put 5 over here, exact phrase or quotation marks, what or means, what and means, and not. Now, you have the ability to look at all terms and phrases or connectors, if you will, that are available. There's a link right here, view all connectors and commands. It's not the most exciting thing to learn, but again, this is a long-term skill that I highly recommend using. In the interim, you have the ability, this little shortcut tool, to get a feel for how the words work. Now, I'm not going to go in super detail. This is just for demo purposes. I highly recommend you play with it. But all the terms on this topic, I want the word Mexico. I want the word climate. I recommend trying to spell correctly. I'm not the greatest typer. Environment. All right. So what are some of the terms that I want to use in there? Energy. I want the term change. Impact. Greenhouse. As you become more skilled as a researcher, you'll find what kind of words, terms, phrases tend to work a little bit better for your searches. But again, this is just me demonstrating the tool itself. The exact phrase, why don't I do data center? And in honor of the most popular name being used, maybe we don't want Donald Trump in there. So we'll take out Trump. Great. So with all the words that I fill into this form right over here, you click add. It's going to start adding those terms and phrases right over here so you understand how it's being built. Add, add, add. So just in a few seconds, I was able to create a terms of connector Boolean search, which is, again, a more targeted search, the best way to go. And again, with this, you have the ability to copy paste that, share that with your colleagues, share this, and then conduct your search. And you'll see right away before our results, just by asking a natural language question, was 10,000 plus. Now we're down to 7,000. So it really is much more focused on the topic at hand. And then it gives you an easier way to find the articles or topics that you're looking for. Great. So when I spoke at the very beginning, I mentioned that we gave you a couple of embedded products. I'm not going to go into super detail about it, but we are advancing the things that people are looking for. I want to mention it. I highly recommend you play with it and then talk to your librarian about getting more skill at it. So before, you have the ability to use your product selector to see the products that are available. Or again, you can use a tile. So find a patent, total patent 1, find a company, dossier plus. So very briefly, let's go to find a patent. We could be the only database that gives you this as an opportunity. And patents are basically licenses. So with our total patents tool, you have the ability to find licenses of what are the parts of an iPad, for example. Who owns the iPad parts? What are the diagrams of this iPad part and so on? It is a very niche type of category, but if you are becoming, let's say, an entrepreneur, or if you're trying to be a patent lawyer, just to name a few, or an engineer, it is a great resource. I'm going to very quickly go a high level on it. But when you click into it, most of the time we do have like a little banner that pops up. It says, hey, we do live webinars, lots of trainings. So you will have support if you don't want to go through your librarian. There is ways to study on your own. So just as like a big picture kind of thing, you do have the same features of folders, history, download, alerts. So a lot of repeat functionality. But if you're searching for something, I'm going to use flying cars. It's actually going to be a very important topic. It's not too futuristic. But as you type it in that box, it will give you a suggested query. And in this case, it's their version or Total Patents One's version of Boolean or terms of connectors. I always use suggestions. Great. And like I mentioned, it's going to give you patents that people filed that are related to flying cars. You click on the title of the article. It will give you diagrams, who owns it, descriptions, more information than I can really speak to right now or that people are really interested at the moment. But again, if you're one of those use cases, by all means, this is going to be an excellent, excellent resource. The next embedded product that I thought would be useful to talk about is Dossier Plus. It is a refresh that we've done very recently. We do have an AI product called Nexis Plus AI, which is more than Dossier Plus, but this is a part of it. So when you go to your product selector, you can hit Find a Company or just go to Dossier Plus. It always will have like a second to load because it is a totally different user frame. But for this product, it is an amazing place to go for company information and finances. We have two basic buttons where you can search people or company. The company info is really the focus I want. And with our refresh on this, hopefully it's very easy and intuitive to use. So for my example, I'm going to use Tesla. It's going to try to predict the Tesla that you need. Obviously, there's other companies named Tesla, or Tesla has different factions. But here it is. The Tesla I want is located in Austin, Texas. Click on it. And it breaks down the information related to Tesla into 5 categories. Now, use case-wise, if you're a business student, or if you want to be in business law, or if you're just looking to trade stocks and you want to know more about an organization, the company tab is great for you. On the company tab, it's going to give you information about the organization. It's going to give you the most recent news articles related to Tesla. You could click into it. It's going to open an article, rate, interactive chart. If you're looking to do a deeper dive in the organization, here's the company hierarchy for Tesla. Let's say you're trying to find key people to contact in Tesla or do further research on how people are related to Tesla. We have key people, names, and ranks. We have competitors of Tesla and even court cases that are related to Tesla. And finally, financial summaries. Like I mentioned, this is probably where most people stop unless you are looking for that more advanced research related to business. But with this program, you do have the ability to download these reports and go to the other titles if you wanted to go have a deeper dive on the topic. So finance, for example, you have the ability to see and download their financial history in one click of a button. Here's the download button, export it to a .csv Excel. Look at analytics based on the providers that we have, valuations, just a lot of really, really good detailed metrics related to the organization. And most importantly, instead of having to search for, let's say, their 10K or other reportings, very easily in a matter of a second, click on the type of report you want, annual filings. Here's the 10K. The 10K, for those who know or don't know, it's very long. In this case, it's 128 pages. You can read through it, download it, whatever it is you need to do with it. Again, everything we offer you does offer source information, so you know it's not a hallucination, if you will. So when you have time, play with it, get all the details that you need. Last thing I'm going to point out, legal news should be pretty straightforward of what it is. Under industry, there is a tab for SWOT. This is a popular search that a lot of organizations, a lot of people research for. So if there's a SWOT analysis, it's going to be located under the industry tab. Now, finally, with Dossier, we searched for Tesla because we wanted to search Tesla. It's a company that we knew of. Let's say you're looking for companies based on a certain parameter or certain filters. You have the ability to do that with advanced search filters. Let's say you only wanted public companies. We offer a lot of different kinds of filters. In the past, people would use industry codes. I think they're still very useful, so you can actually look for specific types of industries. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm not going to go into too much detail. As far as employees, why not just click something as a minimum of 1,000? Now, the cool thing is you could search for public or private. You search, there's no limit to how many filters you have. At least I haven't found one yet. Now, in a matter of a couple seconds, you have over 20,000 results, the details about the organization. You can manage these columns into different categories if the information's available. You can click on it, add it to the chart. And then, of course, once you find all the categories and information you need, download to a .csv and use that information however you see fit. Okay, so we covered the format, how to get help, how to conduct a search both with natural language and with Boolean language. So I think that's pretty much all the things that you need to get started. But if you do have questions, contact your librarian, go to the Help Center on the bottom right, or circling back, go back to those courses that we provided in the chat section. And they're only 30 minutes long, not too bad. And you should become a pro using our platform. So I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to look in the chat right here and see if we have any questions that I didn't address.
Yeah, we have 3 questions, I believe. So is it okay for you if I read them?
Absolutely, yes.
All right. The first question says if you need to have internet connection to use the folders, like the section for folders, if you need internet connection.
The answer is yes. This is not an offline product. So when you do log into your library, like your proxy, you do have the ability to search the articles and information. In order to access the folders, if you did create a user ID, obviously you have to log into your user ID to click into the folders. So I gave you a very long answer, but the answer is yes. This is not an offline product. You do need to log in and be able to access the product itself.
All right, perfect. Second question is if the translations are available for all of the content.
Great question. Yes, if you look at a certain article or if you look at the search that you're running, that search bar for the Google Translate should be right up top. Obviously, there's going to be translation issues sometimes, depending on the type of information you're looking for. But yes, you should have that function available for translations.
All right, that's good to hear. And the third question, and I think that is all, is if we can see the info for any companies, like the section for the companies. I remember when you were looking through everything, this question popped up. If we can see like the general information for the companies.
Absolutely. So we did just now go over Dossier Plus, which really is the main focus of where I would recommend starting your search when you're looking for companies and information. Just as a quick recap, I'm going to share my screen real quick. I'm new to Zoom, or I use Teams a lot, so bear with me here. Okay, so with my screen, to access company information, I always recommend our Dossier product. You could hit Find a Company, which will open where we were, Dossier Plus. You could use the product selector and hit Dossier Plus. Or you could type in a company, like let's say you wanted to look up Tesla. It's going to try to give you a lot of really good predictions. That's why we love this little search bar or search wheel. It does do a lot of searching on behalf for you to kind of help you find what you're looking for. But if you do type in just plain old Tesla, you do search. You can read the articles and the news related to Tesla, or just go to companies and financial. And then it shows you the articles specific to Tesla, and then use your timeline and information to narrow down. And then finally, another method is go to the companies tab. You can enter Tesla and search specifically through here, or have specific categories. Like let's say you only wanted to know Tesla's mergers and acquisitions. So you go to mergers and acquisitions, hit Tesla, and then search. Now, the question is, why do we have so many different ways of doing this? The reason is we've been around since, I think, like the 70s or 80s. Some people really like the previous way of using these free search filters to narrow down before the result page. Here, a lot of people just like asking a question or typing in the information and using post search filters to do your search. So we want to make sure you have the ability to search in any way you want. I did go on a tangent there, but hopefully that answered your question about how to conduct a company search using our platform.
Excellent. That was great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
So I guess there are no more questions, but by all means, I'll be available. Reach out to your librarians, and if you need anything, like I mentioned, we are always about creating a product that makes sense for you. You're the user, so please use the feedback button. Let us know if there's something you saw somewhere else that you want, or a feature that you think would be useful. We take it very seriously, and hopefully we'll be able to release it for you.
Thank you, Igan. Pues agradecer por esta excelente capacitación de este nuevo recurso que tenemos e invitamos a nuestros usuarios a que ingresen y la conozcan. A ver si Jasmine me ayuda a
All right.
traducir.
Sí, claro. We thank you very much, Egan. It was an excellent course. I think it's a very resourceful information, very insightful information to have. And we invite all of our, the people that are here to research it, to go through it, and to use it to all of your extents. So thank you very much, Egan. It was very good to have you here.
My pleasure. Easy searching, everyone.
Hasta pronto, nos vemos.